doing doing what you want, whenever you want, for how long, with whoever you want, is the highest dividend that money pays.
The mind is like a flexible mirror. You gotta adjust it if you want to see a better world. The greatest freedom is to be free of our own mind. Stay focused and keep building.
What's going on, family? How y'all feeling, man? We got a special guest today. We got a special guest today, man. We got my brother, my boy Keith, man. You know, got a good guest, man, for the 5th episode, man. And obviously, you know who these two brothers are. You know who I am. You know what I mean?
Let's get paid.
I hope everybody feeling good. Hope everybody had a wonderful day. I don't know when y'all gonna be listening to this, but
hope your 4th of July was okay, was cool, was full of happiness and joy.
Yeah, for real. So
shout out Jaka.
Yeah. We went to Dayton, man. I'm gonna end up throwing up like a couple photos or videos or whatever. He did his thing, but for real. Keep on dominating, y'all.
It was lit out there. It was lit.
But yeah, to start this off, we got a PSA announcement, man, and I'm gonna let my brother take that off. I'm gonna let him go on that, man.
All right. First things first. I just want to make a little statement, not a factual based thing. It's strictly opinion. Community as a whole is important, and we as people make the community whole. Without us being unified, nothing gets done. Now, I'm speaking about this because, unfortunately, for my family at this time, on the 4th of July, my younger cousin, at the age of 23, was gunned down. And not just him, but a young woman as well. And I don't have the specifics as to what is going on as far as an investigation. And this is not, a who did it situation. However, I want to make it crystal clear that there are 3 points that I'm going to make. And I'm going to try to keep it quick. Number 1, as a man, to hear that anybody got killed, especially a young woman, I don't care if you come from the streets of Cleveland or the streets of whatever, wherever, women or children are sacred. You don't injure women and children. It does not matter what the circumstances are. It does not matter how angry you are. There is no validation for it. Period, point blank. As a man, you don't put your hand up against a woman. You don't do anything to women. You don't do anything to children. So that's a lower vibration action, and it's not going to be condoned. Number 2, as a father, I have to say that it's extremely disappointing that, unfortunately, for my cousin Tracy, which we love you, Tracy, that she will never be able to see her son walk through that door again and be the vibrant, comedic, fun-loving person that he was. To my cousin Logan, who just lost her twin brother, her literal other half. We are here to support you. We love you. We will continue to love you regardless of whatever happens with this case or whatever doesn't happen. To his baby sister, my cousin Morgan, who passed, his baby sister Jordan, we love you as well, and you have our full support in this unfortunate time. The third thing, as a cousin, anybody that knows me on a personal level will know that one thing about me is it's important to protect the people around you.
Yes.
There are very few things that I believe in, but to believe in something so strongly, to get it etched into my skin, the word brotherhood is extremely important to me. Malcolm knows firsthand, and fortunately, both of you know as well, because you guys are my brothers. Blood does not matter to me. It is embedded in me to protect those around me. And I feel like right now, as a brother, as a cousin, whatever you want to label it as a family member of somebody that lost somebody that he loves and has had an opportunity to share in the beauty that is family. This is a very enraging situation. The act of feeling so strongly about someone that you want to take their life is never going to be considered something lighthearted. Because one thing I want you guys to understand is God gives you life. And only God should be able to take that away from you. And unfortunately, a 23-year-old young man, and I don't know how old the young woman was, has had their lives taken away from them before they could reach their full potential. And that is scathing, because that could be anyone sitting here at this table. That could be anyone on the other side of the screen. That could be myself. But unfortunately, it was the two individuals that it was. And there is no validation. There is no level of acceptance nor tolerance. There will be no forgetting what we lost, because that young man will never walk through another door again. We will never hear "I love you." We will never be able to get an update on how he's feeling or how he's thinking. We will never be able to do so many different things. And that goes for that young lady as well and her family. My condolences are to them as well. I don't want to harp on this too much, but I will say this. I spoke with his mother, and here's a positive that we took out of the conversation. The people that we did lose, not just in this instance, but previously, are now, united. So we now have a fellowship of people in spirit guarding us from anything else that happens. So that's why it's so important to talk about community and unity and family. Because at the end of the day, you want to focus on the things that are important. And family is number one. So at this time, that is the end of this PSA in regards to my cousin Morgan. We love you.
We love you, Morgan, man. Love you, bro. Yeah, that includes the PSA announcement, man, and let's get to it. Alright, so that's like, I'm gonna cut, that's when I'm gonna do some other shit. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out real quick. Alright, so with this open conversation, man. So, okay, so I had talked to Keith yesterday. We was talking about the importance of really changing your environment, right?
Yes.
Where he lives is somewhere.
it's not ideal.
Yeah, it's just like it's somewhere that you should most definitely be aware about, for sure. You got people just not even caring about their body appearance or what clothes they're wearing, bonnets and all that.
Sometimes people don't even be aware.
Yeah, it's just
they
like
just kind of just flowing through. Like,
exactly. Like I feel like they need to prioritize and walking into rooms and making sure that because you never know who you're gonna meet.
That's why me personally,
that's all I'm trying to say.
Even with the clothes that I have on now, like they're not the best, but they're decent. But anywhere I go, like always, it's a pet peeve of mine to always make sure that I smell good and look somewhat decent because you never know who you might come across. Maybe an old friend, somebody that you previously know, and first appearance is everything, and first impression is everything. So it's like, oh, I haven't seen you in a couple years, and you dress like a bum. Like that's what they'll think of you.
Not only that, I don't really care about people's opinion, but you never, like you say, you never know who you might meet. Yeah. You might come across somebody that have the information that can set you free. You might come across somebody that knows something that you don't know. You might come across somebody that can open the door to another opportunity. You never know.
That's why it's important to dress how you want to be addressed.
Exactly.
That's why it's important to also carry the same body language that you want people to receive. Your energy that you give out is what you get back. Exactly. If you're giving out positive energy and you're just constantly speaking on a high frequency, you're going to receive those blessings. So it's important to know why you should just establish yourself as a distinguished individual. It doesn't matter whether you're a man, a woman, or a child. Exactly. Just keep yourself at a high level at all times.
That's facts. And like I had a thing of like always going into like a building with my do-rag on. I had that thing, and then like, cause my grandmother, every time I go in with my grandmother, she'd be like, make sure you take that do-rag off, cause you know, it's like, cause appearance is everything. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you walk in the room, they're gonna judge you based off your appearance. You know what I'm saying? They can't judge about what you're thinking or, you know what I mean?
I feel like that's the main problem with society. We judge each other too much.
Yeah. I wish it wasn't like that. I mean, cause sometimes you just can't judge a book by its cover. You can't do that.
You could look at a bum on the street. He probably might tell you some life advice that leaves you speechless.
Exactly.
Can't always judge people all the time.
Just like
go based off their actions and how they carry themselves as a person.
Exactly. Like when we was in Dayton, when we met the rapper, right? You know, David Holman. You know what I'm saying? So like, obviously, when you look at him, you wouldn't think that he'd be on that type of idea. You know what I mean? So like, when you asked him what books he read, he talked about Rich Dad Poor Dad. He talking about he read Warren Buffett books. He talked about Gucci. He said Gucci Man. Right?
Rick Ross.
He was talking about that. You know, me just seeing him, I probably wouldn't even thought that. You know, he'd be doing that. You know, so you just can't judge a book by its cover. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's so important to really get to know a person and, you know, So when it comes to shit, bro, I'm trying to think, bro.
When it comes to success, everybody's definition is going to be different based off of their experiences. We spoke about this in private, you know, a little bit before we started airing the podcast. My experience with success might be different than everybody else's at this table. The things that I experienced leading to the point of success is what's important, because those are the character defining moments that built me into the man that I am right now. Whether it be a positive, such as having my daughter, or negative, such as losing my dad at an early age, those mold you in a way that you can't really, you know, say hey or nay, you know, whether it's going to be good or bad. And your decisions are what lead you to either inevitably being successful at whatever you want to accomplish, or just being a failure. You're only a failure when you give up.
When you accept that as your reality.
Exactly.
That's when you fail, because you necessarily don't fail. But the minute you accept that as your reality and adopt that belief, then you kind of pushing the energy.
Yeah, you start believing that you can't accomplish something. And I have this little saying, and he knows what I'm about to say. I got this little saying that I say to myself all the time. I like to bend reality to my will. So my will is what controls how I live my life, how I go about approaching a situation. There are plenty of times where, even in this very room that we're sitting in right now, I was at a very low state in my mind, and I'm just like, man, I can't do this, I can't do that. And I would just feel myself like denying myself of the victory that I know I deserved. You know, I didn't put all that work in for nothing. I didn't sit here and grind as hard as I did for no reason. If I don't grind, my daughter don't eat. If my daughter don't eat, then I lose her, right? So if I don't grind, the people that depend on me and look up to me, they can't be successful either. They're not going to see that same light that I'm trying to put out in myself, you know, that I'm trying to be out here and shining upon other people in that regard, you know what I mean? So it just all comes down to that. It's all about how you carry yourself. It's all about how you allow your experiences to change you for the better, and how you continue to look for the positive even in the most dark of situations. I could have said at any point after anything that I've experienced, not to get too personal into my own personal story, but losing my dad, it was a very big focal point, and I'm sure Malcolm can account for this. For a very long time in my life, it was a lot of anger and animosity towards just even him having a father. I'm gonna give you a perfect example, and it messed me up internally because I didn't know what was going on with me. I was not aware. I didn't have consciousness of myself and my actions. So a lot of times I would do things that would hurt him, not recognizing that, you know, what I did affected anyone else but me. I would act out. I would be rebellious or disobedient. I would be disrespectful to anybody because I didn't feel like I wasn't receiving the attention that I wanted or the love that I wanted. And I was ignorant to the fact that all those things that I wanted had to be earned. And that's important to remember when you go through something, is that what you put in is what you get out of it. If you put the work in, you're going to receive beneficial results. If you go in there half-minded, you're not going to accomplish as much as you would if you went in there open-minded. Because what success looks like is different. You can read a book and not obtain any information that you read. You can't retain, you know what I'm saying? You could read something and not retain anything. Or you can go in there, take notes, look at key points, go back and focus on those key points and add them to your life. That's the value of success. That is what success is. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's powerful. Now, when you talked about, you know, everybody having their own definition of success, like me personally, my definition of success is owning my time. You know, because I don't like when people have control of my time. You know, I want to be able to control my own destiny. I want to be able to do things in my own time. I want to spend time with family.
Yes.
You know, because that's time that I can't get back.
Absolutely.
So, you know, the importance of that, man, that is so powerful to me. Like, that is one thing that I freaking want so bad. I want to control my time, bro. Like, I don't like anybody controlling time.
Right, because think about, like, how many times, like, we done had events, you know, we going to, you know, and, you know, your loved ones, they can't come to the cookout or a birthday party or whatever event y'all having because, you know, they got to go to work, they got to pay bills.
Exactly.
And it's like, that's time that they can never get back.
Exactly.
So that's what you're thinking.
That's what comes to breaking a generational curse, right? That's what comes to generational wealth, being able to create that for yourself, then for your family, then your family can be able to follow the blueprint, then that's when they could be able to control their time, and they won't have to listen to other people to when they got to come in for work and stuff like that.
Doing what you want, whenever you want, for how long, with whoever you want, is the highest dividend that money pays.
That's a gem right there. That's facts, though. That's facts.
And I like how Big Sean said it. He said, it ain't about what you have, it's what you feel. That's what true success is. It's not on the outside, it's internal.
Exactly.
Focus on
because a lot of people, like, that's what, because social media, because, like, that's how, because, like, people are wired by social media so much, you know what I mean? Because, like,
the rappers show us, oh, you gotta have all this stuff, you gotta have the clothes,
exactly.
You gotta have big old houses to make you happy. But that's not the case for most people.
Exactly.
You can't look at other people's success and try to copy that in a way, because you're gonna fail every time.
Exactly.
But is it truly success, though? Like, they got all the money. They got all this stuff, right? All the things you mentioned. Public view, everything, right? But are they happy with themselves?
It starts with being grateful for the little things.
Yes,
absolutely. You can't be grateful for the little things, and then the big things come, you're not going to really...
You're not going to know how to receive that blessing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's why it's important to focus on the smaller things.
There you go.
Because then when you focus on the smaller things, like, rewards, they're going to come in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
You didn't even
Speak
expect.
on it.
And another thing too, like with rappers and people trying to live up to them, some of the things that the rappers like have on them have been a gift So they haven't even paid the amount of money for that chain or that ring. So
Absolutely.
when they're showing you these things, they won't tell you, oh, this guy gave it to me. I got this for free. I got these shoes for free. So now you go out and bust your ass at this job that you really don't like, trying to live a lifestyle that somebody gave them that. They gave them that.
Larry June be saying that in his music. He said that in a lot of his music, like, they using advances.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. It's called an advance.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, but they won't tell you that.
Yep.
They'll go on Instagram and they'll flex their $200,000 watch that they did not pay for, and when somebody receiving that who's not internally unlocked with themselves, they say, "Oh, I gotta go be that." So how did they get that watch?
That's why I changed the music I listen to. Like I listen to rappers like Larry June because it's a different flex. You know, showing off liabilities like cars, diamonds, things that lose value.
Yeah.
Showing off assets, ownership, that's a whole different game.
He even talk about paying his bills. You know what I mean? Like that's
because some people they'll get on Instagram and be like, oh yeah, look at this SRT I'm in, but they go home and they mattress on the floor and they ain't got no food in the refrigerator. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're trying to live the lifestyle of instant gratification. That's what they're trying to live the lifestyle of. But behind closed doors, they go home, they like, damn, I'm hungry.
Or they don't have any ownership or own any assets.
That too.
You got liabilities but no assets. How that make sense? You gotta make your pride straight.
You gotta get your value right. You gotta get your mind right. You gotta get everything right, bro. You know
Everything.
Situational awareness and environmental awareness. That's what you're talking about.
So it's important, bro. Like it's really important, bro. Like that's why I mess with Larry June so
That's my guy.
heavy. Like I mess with him.
That's
so
why I be
heavy.
taking walks and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like that's what he be saying in his music. He be like taking walks and shit, birds chirping.
No, but that's
connected-
real. When you
Yeah.
connect with nature, everything else comes easy to you because you're in tune with who you are as a person. I don't feel at the highest frequency when I'm at work 12 hours a day, 6 days a week in a factory doing this and that. And I don't even, you know what I'm saying? I'm making great money,
Exactly.
but I'm not happy.
We not in our national.
But when I'm able to walk around and truly just get some fresh air and just be able to be by myself and reflect on the things that make me me, I'm at the highest and most valuable version of myself. I'm the most potent version of me. My potential is being reached. You know what I'm saying? That true success is real in that moment.
That's
Period.
why it's important to get outside your environment. You gotta think.
Yes, sir.
Why you think they got us surrounded by 4 walls all day? Like, bro.
It's a prison, bro.
to keep you boxed
No,
in.
it's a prison for real.
You gotta
Even
think
with
outside the
school.
box.
Yeah.
Even with school,
school was like that. Yeah.
School programmed us to go get a job and do this and be surrounded by 4 walls.
And not think for ourselves and
Yep.
use our imagination. I feel like life is all about, expressing your vibration and making the world a better place.
Yeah.
It's all about tapping into your creativity. Who you truly are.
Yeah.
Sharing out the world.
Like what we was talking about, like on the last podcast, like master yourself. You know what I'm saying? And learning who you are as a person. Learning what your likes and dislikes. That's what we was talking about yesterday.
Yep.
So I mean, because this journey is all about just learning who you are. You know what I mean? And because we get lost because there's distractions along the way. You know what I mean? There's people that come in our lives. We get lost and we get distracted all the time. So it's important that you also get some time to yourself and like figure out certain times and dates to when it's like, okay, today, you know what, I'm gonna just take this time to myself.
Yeah, we have days like that.
Yeah, and it's like a little mental reset. You know what I mean? Like every now and then because it's a lot of stuff going on in the outside world. So it's important to detox your body, detox your mind, and meditate, listen to some positive music, and read a book.
Man, pick up that Bible. You want to? No, seriously. Like if you want to be
Yeah.
successful, pick up that Bible and get in tune with your spiritual self.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people don't like talking about that on this type of platform, and I'm not gonna dive into it, but that really helps you reflect on who you really are. When you have an understanding to a higher power that is outside of yourself. Okay, so God, I'm going through this situation, and I know I can't figure this out, but I know you have all the answers. You are the answer. You start to gain a little bit of faith in what you're saying, and then you're having faith in the Lord to provide that for you, or to give you the skill set to provide yourself what you have asked Him for. Those things are important. We talk about, I'm not going to say we, You guys talk about wealth. You guys talk about success and everything else. Spirituality is a big part of that. Because the same people that we're talking about have some form of frequency with a higher power outside of themselves. They have to. You can live in this world and put all the bad things into your life and still be successful. I'm not going to say you can't, but you will not achieve the same level of success as someone that is akin to what the Lord's voice sounds like. Seeking him in all that they do. Looking for his face in all that they do. You know what I'm saying? I can sit here and say something that might not reach a lot of people. Or I can just say what I've been saying and it touches you. And then you understand and you feel that. That's not me speaking to you. That's the Lord's words coming through me, through my experiences, delivering that message to you. You get what I'm saying?
That's facts. That's powerful. That's powerful. I mean, I feel like it's important to also surround yourself with valuable people, bro. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to spirituality as well, because we be around so many people in this world. It's important that you at least surround yourself with positive energy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, like when you was talking about before, how, you know, when you with a person and they give off like that positive vibe or that negative energy, that's going to come back on you. You know what I mean? So that's why it's important like you hang around with righteous minds like ourselves, because we hang with righteous minds every day. That's how we get to the next level. That's how we stay motivated, because sometimes we not able to stay motivated because we don't have no people to talk about it with.
We're all able to push each other to the next level.
Yeah, so that's how we stay motivated, bro. Like, and I had a conversation with Joe about that the other day. Like, it's important that you just have a group of people that's doing that has a purpose, bro, and just want to do something with themselves, bro.
And also holding each other accountable.
Exactly.
Well.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, hey, staying on them. Hey, man, I know you're going through it, but you know you gotta make sure you're still doing it. Stay on your grind. Stay on your toes. You know, so it's important. Like, that's a real friend for real. Because a lot of people, they ain't gonna say nothing like that. They just want you to fail.
That's not a friend. That's family. Yeah. That's what family do.
Yeah. I'd rather somebody tell me the truth than to hurt my feelings than lie to me and then make me feel good. Yeah. And that's why I love my uncle so much, is because even though I used to not agree with what he said, it was always true. And he always told me, I never told you a lie. It might hurt, but I never told you a lie. And it's like, I'd rather be hurt and know the truth than be
here believing a lie.
And being like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because he told me, that's a disservice to you. Because I'm leading you down the wrong path without telling you the correct thing.
Feelings is temporary. It's just like you get into trouble, you get your ass whooped. You're not finna be crying for the rest of your life. No, you're just gonna be crying in that moment.
Exactly.
The next day you're gonna be chilling, cool. Like
it's only a small stepping stone.
Yeah.
Right.
And as long as you got something from that, you the next time it happens or the next time it comes around, you'll be able to avoid it because you went through it before.
Exactly.
You're gaining wisdom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom is based off of your experience. Everything that you experience and everything that you go through, that's important and it's integral to make you into the person you're going to be. Kind of charting back to what I said earlier.
Yeah.
Like that's the importance of having experience, because experience is growth.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So
experience is the best teacher.
Exactly.
Amen.
You know, and failure, because I mean, on it, this world, you're going to fail, bro. Failure is going to happen. That's the only way you're going to be able to be successful. You're going to have to go through struggle.
It's all about what you do when it happens.
Exactly. It's all how you react to it, bro.
Yes,
are you going to give up, or are you going to double down and actually do some due diligence and get your work done?
There you
You
go.
know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about.
You can teach somebody how to swim. Tell them, oh, you gotta do it like this. You gotta do it like that.
Yeah.
But then never actually know until they actually get in the water.
Mm-hmm. And that's
because watching and doing is two different things.
Yeah.
Watching it all look easy.
Yeah.
Everything look easy.
Yeah, it look. Oh,
going in there and step in that water. See if you sink or swim.
Because everybody on social media, they want to be an entrepreneur. You know
but they don't understand when they do it. It's
exactly, but they see that it pays. They see it looks good, you know, but the work ain't pretty.
And that goes back into our last episode, talk about instant gratification. Because with some of these entrepreneurs, what they show you is the gratification of the work that they put in.
Exactly.
But a person who doesn't understand that, they automatically see that and say, "Oh, he made $100,000. I want to do what he does without doing their due diligence going into what they actually had to do. Mm-hmm. That's another way of instant gratification because they're showing somebody who doesn't understand that type of success, and they jump into something and they're like, oh, I don't want to do this no more.
I feel like most times, like when we see people's success or whatever, instead of looking at what we see, how about we look at what we don't see? How about we look at the long hours that they put in, the self-doubt, everything they had to go through behind closed doors to get to where they at.
But it's hard to do that if somebody's just showing you instant gratification 24/7. But you will have to open your mind to understand that how they got it is different from how this person got it or this person got it. Yeah. It just depends. But if you just have somebody, say if I'm on the internet and I only make I'm not even like balling like that, but I make $100,000 and all I'm showing y'all is cars, clothes, yachts.
Where the ownership.
You know what I'm saying? But if I'm showing you that 24/7 and a group of people come around, they say, oh yeah, he make a lot of money. What does he do? Oh yeah, he's an entrepreneur. But they don't know that I had to spend 5-10 years of my life getting to this point.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Because they don't mention that because
you're working for yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
you think Warren Buffett and Jeff Bezos got rich overnight? No. You know what I'm saying?
It's a process.
It's like with jobs, it's a roof. It's a cap to how much you make. Mm-hmm. Whereas entrepreneurship, you're gonna have high days.
You're gonna have low days.
You make a lot of money, you're gonna have
really low
days.
days.
You know what I'm saying? And then some people become slaves to entrepreneurship because a lot of people tell them like, oh, entrepreneurship, that's the way, but they just haven't figured out the freedom part yet. They didn't figure out their freedom price.
Yeah. Like success is different for everybody. Like not everybody's meant to be an entrepreneur. No. Like not everybody's meant to be an entrepreneur. You could be something else and still make as much money or even more money as an entrepreneur, depending on what you do.
You can even be an investor.
Yeah. It's like we said, it's your definition of what success is.
Exactly. Like even when Trap said, like we need police, we need head chiefs and stuff like that.
We need doctors.
We need doctors.
We need lawyers. We need all that stuff. But what happened if it could be a day, one day, be like, you know what, I'm not going to work today. I just ain't going to work today.
Man, it's people that actually work regular 9-to-5 jobs, but they got them investments rolling. They could leave their job at any given moment, but they just love doing what they're doing.
And that's okay.
And I ain't got a problem.
Cool. That's cool. I mean, if you love doing what you're doing every day, that's cool. If you follow your passion, that's cool.
It just becomes a problem when you don't know what you want out of life and it's taking a toll and you're stressing you out.
Exactly.
That's when it becomes a problem.
Exactly. And that's exactly when I figured out when that, like, the whole 40-year thing that I told y'all about, like, in my construction job, like, when he's like, well, Malcolm, 40 more years and you get to retire. You know what I mean? Like that hit me. And I'm like, bro, and I see the work that I'm doing. I'm like, yo, bro, this is not for me, bro.
That's because how he looked at it as, oh, retirement is numbers, not age. He just looked at it as, oh, you gotta be a certain age to retire. These people retiring at 30.
Mm-hmm. And I wish I was able to just look at it like that. I wish that I was able to stay at that job, create a blueprint, create a plan. You know what I'm saying? Use that money to benefit my business. Like, I wish I was thinking on that higher level back then, but everything happened for a reason.
Your job is your first investor. 100%.
It is. Like, right now I'm utilizing my job right now.
I'm trying to build this skill that I'm working on. Yeah. And then go into that skill, utilize it, and then come back and invest it.
I mean, obviously it's not easy with having expenses. You know what I mean? Like, it's not easy, but that's why you got to learn how to manage it. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to use your money. You got to create a plan.
You got to learn how to live off 30% of your income and invest 70%. Not everybody could do that, though.
Yeah. I mean, but it just down the percentage a little bit. You know what I mean? You just got to start something.
It just depends on, where you at. Like, if you have the money to do that, then go ahead and do it. But if you have children and you have other expenses, then, you might have to, make some sacrifices.
Right, like, and then also you gotta look at your spending habits. Cause that tell you a lot. That show you where your money going. That's why it's important to keep track of what's coming in, what's coming out. Yeah. Also, so then you know where your money going.
Yeah. Also have financial discipline.
Then now you gotta make them changes.
Yeah. Yeah. Having financial discipline. Like when you go in the store, typically when you go in the store, you go in the store, you know that you gotta get some dog food. But when you see something like, man, I could take a drink right now. No. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't. Nah, but like,
say,
not when, no.
Just say,
not over this way.
Don't even say I can't afford it. Just act as if you already have it. Say like, all right, I'm just not gonna get it now. I'm choosing not to buy this now.
Yeah.
I might get it later on, but right now I'm choosing not to buy it because I'm focused on it.
It's not a necessity. It's not an immediate need.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's a luxury. You can afford luxuries when you have that opportunity. But right now, you're done. Period. That discipline is what leads you to where you need to be.
I'll just run past it. I go, oh, that look nice. I just run right past it.
What was that one book? It was the Money Hacks. It was talking about like when you're in a store, you want to go like.
It said shop. It said shop counterclockwise.
Yeah.
Because it said something about when you go in the store, you walk around the store like I guess I forgot what exactly they said.
Yeah.
It
was like a mental thing, like a.
In a way, it's gonna kind of get you to spend less money in a way or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Cause I know sometimes like I be going to stores. I'm like, yeah, I know I need to get this, but I see something like.
Yeah. Bro, like that. Bro, like that one day when we got the donuts and shit.
Yeah, like bro, I'm like, man, like I was in the store with Tyler one day. It was like these it was some type of dessert, and it was like, I told him, bro, we talking about this shit. You can't be spending that money.
I'm gonna speak from the role of a father here for a second. Let me just tell you, when I go in that store.
Yeah.
No. Like these bills are real, bro. Yeah. Like I'm not even gonna get into the numbers, but when you got to take care of everything else, and you got other things that you got to take care of as far as let's say car note, rent, electric, internet, etc. You got a set amount of money that you budget every check. I have no time to go in there looking at nothing. Okay, so did I get toiletries? Did I get the food that I needed? Did I get this? Okay, I got to keep it under a certain amount. I know how much I can spend. I know how much time I need to spend in here, and I know how much time I need to spend out of here. Exactly. Like I got like 30 minutes to get this done. It's all a window. It's all in what you get done in that window.
And that's something I might end up start doing too, like per like a time limit of me being in the store. You know what I'm saying? That's cool too. Because that's like
meal prepping is probably like if you go in the stores like. Meal prepping will help you save a lot of money.
Amen. Speak on it.
Because meal prep, because this is something that I do. So meal prepping, so I shop at BJ's, right? So they sell everything in bulk. So I pay that money right there, and most of the time, the food when I cook it, it lasts me for about 2 weeks. Now it do suck because I eat the same thing, but it's saving me. That's I get paid every week. So that's two checks. That's the expenses, and then the rest of that's just going towards investments or my account. So meal prepping is a big thing. Like not everybody got to do it, but meal prepping for me was a big thing on saving my money because I cooked the food, I made it myself, so I appreciate it more, and I'm gonna make it where like it's full for me.
Yep.
So I don't have to. So that and that cuts out buying other stuff or being at work and like. Oh, I want some chips or I want that. Exactly. Because after I eat my meal, I don't want shit. Like I'm good to go. Like I don't want anything else. You know what I'm saying? So meal prepping is a big thing if you want to save some money.
Yeah. Man, I remember back when I was in barber school, man.
Oh yeah.
This when I was living below my means, boy. I was taking packs of oatmeal with me every day to school. They were like, "You still eat oatmeal?" I remember one time I was eating oatmeal. Somebody was like. This dude be always eating oatmeal. He said, "Pockets gonna be fat." Spend less than what you make.
Yeah,
that's how you.
Remember we took garbage bags from Shake Shack.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Because I swear, I kid you not, I'm like, bruh, I need some garbage bags too. So I'm like, and they just sit and they got like 100 pack of garbage bags. Them motherfuckers big as hell too. I'm like. We both standing there. We like, man.
How you care, man?
Shit, we took them motherfuckers. I rolled that shit up, put it in my pocket. Shit, we walked out. We was like, shit.
The goal of living below your means is to be able to live within your means. Mm-hmm. It's being able to make that sacrifice for a certain amount of time. Not forever. Like I ain't finna eat packs of oatmeal forever.
Exactly.
It's just something to get me through. Mm-hmm. Like in the time. Like I could go out and buy the food, but I'm choosing to save money. I'm choosing to invest.
Exactly.
Because I want to increase my wealth.
And that's the same thing. I was on that same type of energy. Still am now. Like, but last year, bro, like I'll be at work. Everybody will be eating, going out to Chipotle, grabbing like some food. I'm at work. I'm in that lunchroom. I'm not eating nothing. because I wanted to stack my money because I wanted to afford my real estate school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I seen my vision and I wanted it so bad. So
you were funding your future.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wanted it so bad, bro. I'm like, no, I can't. No, I can't do this. No. You know, so I was able to stack my money. I was able to, like, when you mentioned like meal prep, going to the stores, you know, like figure out what I want. Then I like sometimes I might end up packing my lunch like a PB&J or something like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh my God, peanut butter. And
Man,
jelly.
ain't nothing wrong with it, brother. Let me tell you something.
Sometimes below your means, more peanut butter jelly sandwich.
It hits. You got more miles to the ticker, for real.
You know, and they do a lot for real. So I would do that a lot. You know. Yeah, that's one thing I love about the game. You gotta love it. Like we was talking about that last time. You gotta love the game. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna be some struggles for sure. But the long term goal is gonna be freaking beautiful.
I love reflecting back when I was in barber school. Like, man, like, you know, going there from 9:30 all the way to 5, and as soon as I get off of that, I go to work. It's like, bro, that was kind of like draining in a way. Like like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it paid off. Like I like to look back on it and just reflect. Like, dang, like I really went through that. Like I really made it through barber school. Like where I'm at now.
I remember every day. You know what I'm saying? Every day, bro. It's a lot of work, a lot of effort, bro. You know, it must definitely paid off.
Yeah.
And that goes same thing with success. You know, I feel like your story is a prime example that success doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
You know, because you would go there. What time would you go to barber school?
9 o'clock all the way to 5:30.
Yes, it'd be days that you even take a bike there. You know,
man. And then that's one thing I want to say about success. Like a lot of people, they be too focused on trying to make the perfect step have a perfect walk, where they just trying to do everything perfect.
Exactly.
But bro, like you gotta think about, let's say you go outside and go to the store. You're not finna walk perfectly to the store. No, there's no such thing as a perfect walk.
Exactly.
You might trip over something, you might stumble, but you still get to your destination.
Exactly.
So it's just about getting to your destination.
Getting there and trying, bro.
That and enjoying the journey itself.
Yeah, enjoying it.
Everything ain't gonna be what you expect it to be. Expectations are another thing that's a problem. We all have these expectations that things should be a certain way. That's not how that really works. In reality, things gonna be ugly. Things gonna be beat up, bruised. Take yourself for example. You're gonna have bruises. You're gonna have scars. You're gonna have these things that you don't like about yourself. But with all that comes with all the good that you do appreciate about yourself, or you should appreciate.
Exactly, and that goes back into like, remember when we first started trying to start the podcast? We was using a dang ironing board.
Oh my God, that was our first episode. Our first episode, it was on the ironing board.
So it was like
that was some funny shit.
Like, yo, it just shows you got the tripod now. You know what I'm saying? We got the mics, and I don't know if we had the mics before, but it's just like as you can see, everything looked more authentic. You know what I'm saying? And it's the freaking journey, bro. Like when I first wanted to start it, it was like, you know what? I didn't even think about where to set my phone up. I didn't think about it at all. I just like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
So, but then it's like when you actually going through the steps, it's like, oh damn, I forgot this. Like, oh, I gotta do this.
That's how I come.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
it's like,
that's exactly how I felt when I first started cutting hair.
Yeah.
Like, remember when I first cut you? Like, I didn't even put a cape on. I put a towel on.
It's a journey, bro. Like it's a journey.
I used to let my clippers down on t-shirts.
Yeah.
Like it was not professional. Bro, like you said, you go back like, oh.
Professor Cuss, bro, like who?
Like it's like everything, man. It's just everything is so it's funny. The journey is funny and it's most definitely enjoyable. And it's sometimes it's not pretty, you know.
Yeah.
Like when you first started my hair, you was thinking about quitting.
I was completely discouraged after that. I'm like, I don't even know if this is for me.
Yeah.
But you can't expect to be perfect at something the first time you do it.
Yeah.
Like, bro, everything you could ever think of, like most of these inventions in the world, bro, they all came from fuck ups. It came from somebody messing up.
Yeah.
And like, what's his name? Benjamin Franklin, like he said, or whoever invented the electric light bulb, he said, I didn't fail. 1,000 times. I figured out what didn't work 1,000 times.
I
think I said that first time.
Yeah, I think you said something like that.
Go ahead.
That hit. That hit me.
Yeah.
It's like, because spelling, obviously you learn. Because I don't know if you was there. It was a basketball game. I don't think you was there. It was like a play. It was the play I messed up. It cost us the game. Like one of the biggest games. I had the ball. I tried to throw it to my teammate, but then it was a dumb pass because the person was right there when I threw the ball, and stole it, went down the court, and made it, and that kind of sold the game. But then, like after the game, TT, she was like, "You learn from your mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Now you're not to do it again."
If we're gonna talk about mistakes, I'm gonna just go ahead because I got plenty to say about that. Let me just tell you right now. I'll say something positive first and foremost. One thing that I'm definitely proud of, as far as my mistakes, is that you learn from them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the things that I did incorrectly, I go to you, hey, Malk, man, don't do what you just saw me do, because I banged my head here, I fell over this, I did that, it ain't worth it. And like, as an older brother, my first thought was, he's not gonna listen to nothing I say. And then to just be sitting here right now, and like, I've known you since you were younger. I met you just recently, but still. And then watching you grow up and experiencing that with you. You did this.
I knew how important brotherhood was to you, and I just wanted to show you that it's possible. You know,
no, that's real.
And because
that's real.
And I know how hard it was for you to find like your clique, because I know the process, bro. Like people will just keep on flaking.
It's tedious.
You know what I mean? So it's like
you can't account for all the things that you don't understand or expect. Like I've been up and down the road, hanging with one clique of people one week, and hanging with a whole nother clique of people another week, because these clique of people don't get along with these people, or just trying to stretch myself thin to become something that I wasn't. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, the people that I'm rocking with right now that's rocking with me for life.
Right.
I couldn't imagine my life without them. You know what I'm saying? Because they make my life worth living.
Exactly.
And when I finally got to a realization of like, okay, brotherhood is not just a word or not just one idea, it's many different possibilities.
It's a lifestyle.
I like to look at you guys and think about when I put this on my arm years ago. Like, I had this idea and this philosophy of things had to be this way. Y'all really showed me. Y'all stepped out and did it. I can't even, like, I want to cry right now. I'm excited for y'all because this trajectory y'all about to go on is about to be phenomenal. Like, there'll never be anything else like it. To have a close group of friends, and then they stop being your friends. They become your family.
Exactly.
And you get to watch them level up. And every time that you do something right, or if you do something wrong, hey man, you went that way, but the path is this way.
You're speaking for us. Right?
So let's just go ahead and walk this way. I see what's back there, and I get it. I know where your head was at, and I know where your heart was at. But right now, the grind is over here. And we got to make it over here to be successful. All that stuff that's back there, that's the past. You got to let that go. Prime example. I'm going to say it right now. I ain't name dropping nobody. You could be cool with somebody for 26 years. It don't matter. You know who I'm talking about. I ain't going to say nothing because he ain't getting nothing out of me. You can be cool with somebody your whole life, have the same birthday, kick it with them, protect them, have their back, and they can still not know who you are. The people sitting at this table with you right now, not including myself, they know you and they love you for who you are. That's important. That's what family is, bro. That's what brotherhood is. I've had phonies. I've had some real. I've had some very dark experiences. For those of you that want to know my story, don't worry, I'm working on my own little situation. We'll get you there. I've had all types of experiences, so I can speak from experience when I say that I know and I see these things that you guys are accomplishing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you don't even see them yet. I'm a little bit older than y'all. I kind of can. I got a little bit of foresight.
Yeah.
Keep doing this shit. I don't care what happens. You might get mad. You might lose people along the way. You might lose yourself. I lost myself a lot. If I didn't, my daughter would not have a father. My wife would not have a husband. My mother would not have a son. Malcolm would not have a big brother. And I wouldn't have anything else that I had to earn. You know what I'm saying? I've made mistakes along the way that cost me connections with family members. But I needed to fall off to become the man that I was supposed to be. I needed to be over here in the corner instead of out there in the crowd. I needed to be the man standing alone on the island instead of being the man protecting everybody from everything. I had to reflect on myself to become the man that they needed to watch me become from a distance, because they appreciate that man a lot more. They watch me suffer in silence, and then they watch me gain all those benefits from that. So these things are important and integral to who you are as a person. It's not just about the adventure. It's not just about who you're around. It's not just about the money. It's not just about one particular thing. It's about all of those things that make you into who you're going to be, and that is important. Character is who you are when no one is looking. If we turn this camera off right now, I'm going to be the same man that I was sitting in front of this camera. I'm going to be the same man that I was when I woke up this morning that my daughter adores. I'm going to be the same man that you've known me to be for 26 years. Because that's who I am. At a base level, I try my best. I'm not labeling myself as an amazing person or a bad person. I'm a man that gives his best. I don't give a shit what life gives me. You can't stop me from being successful, because I won't let that happen. So we can sit here, we can talk about anything in the world, but this information that I'm sharing with you guys and with all you over there, this is information that I didn't receive. So consider this blessing to be a blessing to everybody. This is what makes you who you are. This moment is what defines who you're going to become in the next. Because either you're going to take all this stuff that I'm throwing at you at one time, and you're going to be like, okay, let me apply this to my life. Remember those notes I was talking about earlier? You read a book, you take notes. This is that time. Get that notepad out. Write this down. Remember this. Remember the date of where you were when your life changed. Because I'm going to tell you, the man that y'all going to see next time when I come back on this camera, when I see y'all next, I'm going to be a whole different man on a positive level. That's going to be the definition of my story. My success. My experience. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all giving me this platform to speak. It's all love. Y'all stay tuned to what these young men are going to do, because they're going to show out like I know them to do.
No, it's all love, though. You know what I'm saying? It's most definitely all love, bro. And what we got right here, you know what I'm saying? Even the people that's outside of here, it's very special and unique, man.
This is, man, for real.
We are, I don't know if people see it, but we are very powerful young men.
Man, this
you know what I'm saying?
Like
we are very powerful.
They're not ready for us, man.
They not.
Man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they don't know.
Our group is like, the way that we think and how young we are, bro. Like, honestly, like, we just. Get this out. We all that nigga. I ain't gonna hold you.
Y'all on a whole different level.
We on a whole different level, and we all understand that, and we're trying to pursue that. So it's like, if they don't know, they're gonna know it one way or the other.
It's important to remain humble, though. You always want to remain humble, because if you start projecting now, life gonna try to show you that you're not that. Remain humble. Know that you have it in here. Know that you have it in here. Prove it with these.
Action.
Exactly.
Faith is an action word.
There you go.
Facts.
You know what else is an action word? belief. The ability to believe in yourself.
I believe in all of us.
I believe in every single one of y'all. I believe in him. I believe in you. I believe in whatever y'all believe in. You know, and I believe you want to be the biggest tech nerd.
Well, right now, we're gonna talk because right now, I'm keeping it on it. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Because that shit is like it's very difficult. It's the terms and what you got to understand and how to do this. Because if I'm sitting down at the computer and say like somebody tells me to do something, like I got to know how to do it. Like I got to know how to present that to them. And that's the part where I'm struggling with the most. Mm-hmm. And am I discouraged? Hell yeah, because I'm like, bro, this is not what I expected.
See, now you even reflecting and you saying that you are discouraged. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm not gonna give up.
You're not gonna give up.
I'm not.
I'm realizing that though is very important. You know
I'm not gonna give up. I gotta keep pushing forward. Even and I might, and honestly, I might fail. But I'm not going to give up on doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it because it's something that I wanted to do. It's a skill that I wanted to learn.
Exactly.
So
if now, it's easy. Anyone could do it, bro.
Yeah, and that shit.
And it's gonna make it more worthwhile when you succeed, bro.
Because the way they explain stuff, like I understand some of it. It's just the different languages where you have to put certain shit in certain categories. And that's just like the biggest part of like doing coding.
Yeah.
And especially because of how fast we're moving. Like I was doing HTML, now I'm doing JavaScript, now I'm doing Java. Now my project, they want us to make a virtual pet with Java.
Okay.
Which I barely understand. But because of YouTube and internet, I figured a little bit out about it. Because in the class, like they're teaching like you do this, like they show you different ways. But the way I'm trying to learn is once I get this way down, then you can show me the other way.
Talking about your JavaScript?
Yeah, I was talking about like how learning JavaScript, like the way the class is going, like they expect us to be like super far ahead, which I don't understand because I know me personally. This is my first time ever looking at this shit. Like I've never seen this before. So my way of learning, like once I learn the main thing, then you can show me the sides and the different loops and stuff like that. Once I get the main thing down, when you try to throw the main thing, then throw the side and like you hit me with too much. Like I'm gonna burn out and be like, okay, now I have to teach myself how to do it. But cutting it short, stuff in life is gonna be hard. I know that, and I knew going into it was gonna be hard, and I knew 9 times out of 10 I wasn't gonna know what the hell I was doing. But the thing is, I've wired my mind to be like, no matter how hard it is, I will never give up, and I will try my best, and I will do my best, and I'll put my best foot forward in anything that I possibly do. Because can't is not in my vocabulary. I just right now I'm at a roadblock.
Preach to him.
And I just gotta, I got a hit stick through it. But at this moment in time, I am a little discouraged, but I know at the end of the day, I keep working towards it. I will achieve it. Can't people out here never put can into your vocabulary. It's nothing that you cannot do in this world. It's nothing that you cannot do. Once you put your mind to it and connect it with your heart, you're gonna achieve it anyways. Because that's something that you really want to do, and it's something that I really want to do.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. The biggest thing, you gotta have that burning desire behind what you want. That's my faith. Because as long as you got that burning desire, even when the hard times, come towards you, you go through hard times, you still not gonna give up when you got that burning desire to keep going, even when it get hard. Because you got that burning desire for what you want. And you say, I want this, I must have it.
Like even with me working out, like my grandfather just passed, but I knew at the end of the day, I love him to death. But I still have a goal that I need to achieve. And I'm not done yet. And did that suck? Yeah, but I wasn't going to. My grandfather wouldn't want me to go into this mode of I just sit around the house and not do anything. So I was like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to put myself in that position. I'm going to keep doing the things that I need to do because I know that's what he would want me to do.
You let that energy fuel you.
Yes.
Because us as humans, we are energy. So we can never be destroyed or created. We're going to be transferred. So rather than, let that hurt sit, like, yeah, it's going to hurt.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you got to use that energy to fuel you to that next level.
Yeah.
And that's what you did.
Because he told me how proud he was of me. And I'm not about to, just because he transcended, I'm going to sit here and, did I cry? Yes. But I'm not going to sit here and just be at home and not do anything because he's gone. Because that's not what he would want for me.
Exactly.
He would not want me to do that. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep pushing with y'all. And we gonna do this, man. We going to do this.
For sure, man. And that's all love, man. And, yeah, man. And I think that's about it, man. That's the movie. That's the movie. You know what I mean? This guy right here, is there anything you want to say, special guest?
At the end of everything that y'all do, always remember to stay blessed. That's it.
Enjoy having you, though.
Yeah,
I
man.
enjoy being here.
Is there anything that you want the people to know? Anything you got going on that you working on? You know what I mean? Like,
Yes, actually, I got a couple little projects I'm working on, but right now, I'm gonna just throw this out there publicly. I'm working on some merchandise for MGE as well as my own little brand. I'm not gonna go too much into the specifics until I get some stuff taken care of. But like I said, man, just stay tuned. Y'all will see me again. I will have more to offer the next time instead of just sitting here letting y'all dominate the conversation.
No.
But I just was in awe of watching y'all speak. I was enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
Stay tuned. This ain't the only time y'all gonna see me attached with the MGE moniker.
For sure.
Tap into this
into
this investment. You know what I'm saying?
But no, we love you guys. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. We appreciate your time, man. And that's it, bro. We love y'all. We out, man.
Peace.
All right, man.